This is About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills, author, speaker, and entrepreneur. Sit back and enjoy.
Greetings, fam. Today I'm going to talk about the personal development industry. You know what? Here's the thing. Yeah, we got all this AI, we got all this automation, jobs are disappearing. And, you know, according to many reports, there's like 100 million Americans who are unemployed and probably won't be employed again, according to those same reports. That being said, there's opportunity. Because one of the reasons why many people can't be unemployed or they have trouble getting a job, they don't have the skills. I'm going to tell you what. People who can train people in different jobs, I think that's going to be a major industry. That's going to be major. Now, I know some people will say, well, if they're unemployed, how are they going to pay for it? A lot of times people still got savings. They got student loans or to do something to, hey, even like I know someone taking massage therapy right now to retrain herself. She got a loan for it. You know, there's ways, trust me. I think what's going to happen is a lot of people who are able to train people in a profession stand a chance of making a lot of money, especially when you have online schools. And even if you don't have an online school, like I know some barbers, they actually training people on how to barber. Now, I'm not sure how the certification is for that, but they actually training people in their shops. So, and there's a lot of things. I mean, you could train somebody in anything. One thing about many professions, they don't really have a certification process which gives you the right to do anything. You can just do it. Like, there's no certification to be a dating coach. You know, even though I'm technically not a dating coach, I'm just a writer who happens to write about relationships. But, you know, I do some coaching and I don't have to be certified. In fact, a dude who was actually a professional trainer, and when I say he used to work for the government training people in different things, he said, shoot, you got a book. That's all the authorization or certification that you need. And that could be for anything. If you look at anything from training somebody to be a yoga teacher to training somebody in martial arts, a lot of times it just comes down, if you have the expertise and you just go out there, you don't have to sign up with the government or anything. I know, like, I met this martial artist, Grandmaster. He kind of develops his own style. He trains people to teach the style. So personal development, think about it. If you got a skill, you can teach it now. Like I say, online schools, you can teach something in your home. It could be anything, or you can just train people on how to do a job. And even if you do have a formal certification through whatever, you can teach. See what if you say you're a plumber or something, you know, you might be able to get with some other people and train some people in blue collar skills. The trades, which we actually need. There's actually a shortage of people in the trades. I mean, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit, and you got a whole bunch of people. They need to be trained in other jobs. Shoot, I've even known of people who've trained people on how to sell. Like, we're charging like $200 a session to train people how to do multi-level marketing right. And this is real. If you have a skill, something that you can transmit to people, you can make some money. And like I say, anything. I mean, I'm familiar with people who are part of the growing Tantra subculture in this country, right? They're actually training people how to engage in certain sexual techniques. Seriously, it's like, what can you say? I mean, if people charge, see, the thing is, whatever skill you got, it really comes down to, as long as it's not explicitly illegal, you can charge money for it. It's up to the party, the consumer, to actually pay you for it. And I think that's going to happen a lot. I think we're going to get a renaissance in education or re-education. You know, I think so, because people, you know what, many people unemployed, most people want to work. Now, I know we talked about the universal basic income on here, but even if that comes into play, people still going to want to work. They still need skills for something. And one of the biggest issues with the unemployment, many of the jobs disappearing are unskilled. Or basically you can just jump into the job. Like there's a lot of retail jobs disappearing. One of the things with retail was you could have zero experience as long as you can count money. And then there's many jobs in actual retail where you don't even have to work on the register, such as merchandising. If you can fold a shirt right, you can be a merchandiser. You can work in retail. Or if you know how to cut a box, you can empty a truck out. There's a lot of jobs where it's not even about the money, and you don't have experience. You basically get on the job training, right? And since they disappearing, you know, these people still want stuff they need to do. And of course, you have many people who actually make money, who actually got decent paying jobs. They pay just to learn stuff, you know. And sometimes people could even learn just fun stuff. I remember back in the day when breakdancing was real big, right? You had people paying in early 1980s dollars, $35 an hour for some kid to teach them how to break dance. Hey, and don't laugh. These kids were making, for that time, they were making some money. I mean, it's anything. It's anything. Just teaching something. And I think that's actually going to be very big because, you know, a lot of people, yeah, they do it for job skills, but some people just want to know how to do stuff. You know, if you're a person, you can teach cooking classes, you know, and I've known people to do that. I've known some people, you know, on the side, they might teach somebody how to cook something. I knew somebody who would give private sessions teaching somebody how to cook different vegan dishes. You know, it's out there. Think about the skills. And that's actually a quick job for anybody. Just think about what skills you have. You know, you might be somebody who's real good at social media. And you could say, you know what, I'm going to do an online class how to maximize your social media. Like anything, literally. Or you could be somebody who really know how to braid hair. You could say, you know what, I'm going to train some people. And especially since in some places, you don't have to have a state certification to braid hair. I mean, people have been really fighting hard for that. You can train somebody how to do it, and they can go out and make money. I mean, the sky is literally the limit on teaching people stuff. Because basically, that's how I'm making my money. That's basically how I'm making my money with all my online stuff and my online universities, my private stuff, my books. I'm just teaching men how to relate better to women, and really a whole lot of women on how to relate better to men. You know, I mean, it's so much. You know, all people have to do is recognize that you know what you're talking about, and they'll do it. I mean, it could be literally, the sky is literally the limit. You know, but especially job training. Getting back to that, you know, a lot of stuff people might just do for their own edification, but especially job training or skill training, because people gonna have to think outside the box. Because yes, automation is coming, and honestly, it's going to affect anything that you can use a machine for. But there's still a lot of human things that people could learn. I mean, I've known like women, especially, who might have had some government job or some big office job, and they left it and they became cosmetologists. And I actually know a young lady who, she has the skills of a cosmetologist, even though she's finishing college and she got a whole lot of plans. But she said, you know, I might just do hair. Hey, everything counts. If people will pay you for it, it counts. And people, they're gonna need that. They're gonna need that. That's where the push should come. And you know what? And even for the people who are adamantly against UBI, maybe that's the thing to promote. It's like, look, let's get retrained. Let's promote retraining instead. Let's promote job creation instead. And that's my thing. Even though I said I had a slight lean towards UBI, like I've said it, I'm still doing the research, and ultimately I still think it'd be better if we can find some real alternatives. I honestly do. Because my lean towards UBI is just based on the political disruption that a bunch of unemployed people can cause. That you take that out of the picture, I'm like, let's just create some new industries. Let's retrain people, and I think that should be the major push by people. Let's retrain people. Don't even like really encourage them to say, oh, this is going to come. You either going to be unemployed or you got to take this. People need purpose. People want to work. People want to feel like they're contributing. Even if they're not paid a lot for it, people need something to keep them busy. And if they can get paid for it or doing something they love, that's even better. And you know what? You might have the skill. Someone listening to it, you might be thinking, well, damn, I don't have skills in this. I can't sell this. But you know what? You might be good at baking cherry pies. I know I'm good at eating them. But you might be good at baking cherry pies. You can give a seminar on how to bake pies. And it's funny, I've seen I've actually been to like food type of expos or something. You have a bunch of people with their pies or their best biscuits out there. You'd be surprised. Like, don't discount any skill you have. Somebody might want to know about it, okay? Somebody might want to learn it. I don't care what skill you got. Shoot. Like, I know a gentleman now, and I might get him to do some videos. I might say, dude, this dude's a sharpest dresser. One of the sharpest dressers I've ever met in my life. This dude knew all about style, everything, how to hook up stuff. I was telling him, I was like, he's in school now. He's getting a PhD, but I was like, dude, you need to do videos and stuff on how to dress. Seriously, you can do seminars on anything. You can teach it, and people will pay you. Don't think anything is too small to be done. All right. So especially now, you know what? Let's go make that money. You know what? I'm gonna get that down at some point. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later.